The run inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago, Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He might want another play. Might as well stick with him. Might have a chance. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Trying him, breaks into the open. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football league.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing more. Catch inside the 25. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're working that left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
That's caught. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Running inside, it's Phillips. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Here's a give to Frazier. Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
On first down, Nate Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the first and goal.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Gets it into the end zone.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Nice move to keep running. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play, he can make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not to make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
Again, it's Moore. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Here's Moore to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off-play action on first down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They go right back to it. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on yours.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Oregon. A pick six.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Offense changing the play. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Dante Moore. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. The run inside. It's Hill. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And as time runs out here in the second quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
And it's the Horned Frogs with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinion.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
35, Georgia, 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. Bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage?
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He now has 79 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard.